Citizens of the Reject Nation, Catholic boys react to the Russell Crowe-led spooky religious film, The Pope's Exorcist. Greg, are you excited?
I'm excited. I want to see why this is one of Netflix's most viewed movies of 2023.
Surprise sleeper hit.
Yeah.
So, hey, leave a like on the video if you are pious, and subscribe to the channel if you think that you will be admitted to heaven when it's all said and done. And hey, thanks to Prepper for editing down these highlights. It's tough work. And if you guys want to see the unedited version, get everything that doesn't make it to these reaction highlights, come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects. Join our congregation and be saved.
Sync up with your own copy.
Yeah, you sync up with your own copy. That's right. We can't give you the whole movie because that is a sin, and we will go to heck. Now let's watch the movie.
When we jeer at the devil and tell ourselves that he does not exist, that is when he is happiest. Oh!
Oh, I love Father Gabriele Amorth.
Pans out well considering I'm a Satanist.
Sick. The 80s. Best decade ever.
They're going to sacrifice the pig. They're going to kill the pig.
Il ragazzo mostra tutti i segni classici di possessione, padre Amorth. Conversa in inglese, padre.
Oh my God.
The devil's tongue.
Ha mai parlato inglese prima?
Mai, neanche una volta.
Posseggono un televisore?
Sì, credo di sì.
He's a smart priest. If it was me, I would have been like, definitely the devil.
Yep. There's no other possible explanation in the 1980s.
Question, stop now.
Yep.
Oh my God, they are going to they're going to transfer it to the pig.
Yeah, let's go drag me to hell. A boy possession. How quaint.
I've been watching so much English television.
This programming is trash.
Difficile crederlo.
You doubt me?
Se sei Satana, qual è il mio nome?
Doesn't have to be Satan.
Descrive l'inferno.
He could have read Dante's Inferno.
You'll find out soon enough.
Stai evitando le mie domande.
You mock me!
Is that Jonathan Tucker?
I can possess anyone I choose.
Potresti possedere Padre Gianni? Un vescovo?
Anyone, anything!
It's refreshing to see Russell Crowe in this. Like, just adds that extra zest.
You have the power. Could you possess the pig?
Yes, I can!
Come on, Satan.
What?
Possess the pig.
Egg on Satan.
Whoa.
What's going to happen to this pig?
Ah,
Poor piggy.
Satan's bacon.
You can sleep now, my son. The demon is gone.
Wow. He handles these exorcisms with such ease.
Yeah. I would love to be exorcised by this guy. I'd be
I know.
so comforted.
I feel like I got this under control when he's around.
Oh, shit.
Is that Alex
That
Essoe?
is Alex Essoe. Damn.
I did not know she was in this.
Nope.
I'll take this movie more serious now. She's becoming a Netflix queen. All those Mike Flanagan shows, and now this.
Scream Queen.
True Scream Queen over here.
Oh, nothing bad.
Ain't nothing bad gonna happen here today, kids.
That's right.
Father Esquivel,
Pleasure to meet you, Vatican. Welcome you and your family to the diocese.
sorry.
Oh, no, please, go for it.
Give him a Bible.
Haley Steinfeld and Finn Wolfhard are gonna be in a heap ton of trouble.
This has actually been in my husband's family for generations, and we just inherited it. He passed, actually.
It's so cool to see Ralph Macchio playing a priest.
I know.
What the basement looks like. Maybe I can wire some... Amy, get off of there before you break your neck. Is that a cigarette? Put that out right now, please.
You just want to get in trouble.
Oh, God.
They're setting the stage here.
Chandelier's going to come back.
I guess in post-production they were like, just make everything look icky.
Yeah.
You had some like icky tint.
Make this look like it's rotting. Uh-oh.
The black phone.
It's like the rabbit from Donnie Darko.
Cute.
How was he so high up there before?
No idea.
We're 14 minutes in, and I'm feeling like a lot of this is a rejected screenplay out of the Conjuring universe.
Yeah. This was one of the scripts that could have been The Nun. See through to France where the naked ladies dance.
Oh, awesome. Gold mine.
Ark of the Covenant.
We don't have an income anymore. Once we fix it up and sell it, we'll go home. If you could just at least watch your brother, maybe try and get him to talk.
Bring him up from the catacombs.
Please just keep an eye on your brother.
We don't care a lot.
I do respect the fact that they kept this R-rated, though.
Yeah.
Helps.
The boy was maladjusted, a temporary mental illness. I use primitive psychology, the power of suggestion.
So, you just killed the animal?
Yeah. Gotta really take this basic psychology that far.
98% of the cases that are assigned to Father Amorth are then further recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists.
The other 2%. This is something that has confounded all of science and all of medicine for a very long time.
That's my department.
I call it evil.
Copyright that word.
How did he manage to pull off making the most badass priest?
You are not a doctor, but these practices of yours could have damaging effects on these people.
You're a real overachiever, aren't you?
But I am a theologian, I am a lawyer, I am a journalist, and I am a practical man. I was also a partisan in the war, so I know a firing squad when I see one.
He's a really cool character.
Position of chief exorcist be formally vacated.
So what you are saying is that evil does not exist?
The church is under constant pressure to sharpen her relevance.
Numbers are down.
If evil does not exist, what then is the role of the church?
We need Satan.
We have more questions for you, Father Amorth.
There's been like 47 shots in this one scene.
I know. Gotta make sure we get all this room on camera, boy. It costs a lot.
Just does not stop cutting.
My position was appointed by my bishop. My diocese is wrong. My local bishop is the Pope. If you have a problem with me,
Oh, so great they got him.
you talk to my boss.
The Pope is infirm.
Father Amorth, you have not been dismissed.
He's going rogue.
I think Russell Crowe brings so much to elevate this.
Oh,
He
yeah.
brings so much.
He was like, what's a project that I can just put all the way on my back?
He's so good.
Do another one of my Mediterranean
Like, damn,
accents.
It's like we're barely into the movie. And I'm like, this would just not be the same without him.
Whoa! Jeez.
Oh my god.
Crisped him up.
Wow, this movie it's a no rush at all.
Nope. I really wish it would pick up the pace. Get bored.
Henry!
Oh, now you care about Henry.
Henry, it's Mommy! Talk to me! Mommy, he's talking.
You're all going to die.
No way. It's exactly. Oh my god, is he clawing his face? This movie is just like an entertaining rock and roll hits of all the cliches.
All of the different possession movie beats. Yeah.
There is nothing that we can do now, but he can recommend a good psychiatrist.
I'm getting the heck out of here.
I need to talk to someone at the consulate who can help me. I need a specialist.
A lot of this darker lighting does feel inspired by the Flanagan movies, I would say. Specifically the lighting. Maybe not as blue, though, but pretty blue.
Ew. Ooh. Ooh.
No, that is...
Jesus.
Bring me.
Oh, it says hate. Thought it said Kate at first.
Wish it said rebel on his stomach.
Damaged.
Not this priest.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio, Daniel Bruhl. Way over your head. Whoa! Please do a montage where it's just every priest.
This movie is not at all. What I'm really enjoying about it is the exact thing that shouldn't be working for me, which is how fast-paced this shit is.
It's friggin' Django. It's OG Django.
Mi dicono che sei malato.
That is not Jamie Foxx, John.
She's in whiteface, okay? It's okay.
There's a case that needs your attention. A boy in Spain. Something about it disturbs me greatly.
You know what I just realized about this? They treat his story like it's a cop movie.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's in a cop movie, and they're in a haunted house comedy.
I have requested the Abbey's records be brought to you in the library. I will continue investigating while you are on your journey.
And I will call you with the most vital information at the midpoint orphanale.
This demon sounds dangerous.
Not like the other demons.
Hey, I take this kind of wicked, fast-paced entertainment over the pretentious,
self-serious,
boring, slow. I thought this would play out remarkably different.
Yeah.
This movie is having so much fun.
This movie is shot like a serious movie, and it's edited like an action comedy.
It is having a blast.
The church sends someone, an expert in these matters.
Buongiorno. Io sono Padre Amorth.
Well, I like the way his character's illustrated because he's going to factor out everything before last thing being it's the
Satan.
devil. Yeah. So the trauma thing will actually factor into the story.
He's upstairs.
Allora, molto bello. Hello, my friend.
So.
Yeah, I love the layers he brings. These like apathetic, jovial qualities.
Yeah, it just feels like a real guy.
He's very multi-layered. He's very natural. Where I feel like normally this kind of character would be just so serious.
Only about the faith and nothing else in life. Whoa.
Damn.
I think that one might be one of the better, like, split
eyes.
Iris gags I've ever seen.
What is your purpose?
I'm here for you.
Way to go, man.
Then you must know my name.
I know your soul and every shameless sin.
That's not an answer.
You cannot.
Oh, get ready.
My sins have been absolved by the one true master.
Do not speak of him.
Are you afraid of him?
Deus no estic.
Ubique est.
Latin battle.
You only do because God allows it.
Did he allow that?
That's good.
This is just the beginning. You don't know who you're dealing with.
What? Who is that voice? It sounds so familiar.
My name is Nightmare.
I am the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work.
My nightmare is France winning the World Cup.
You can't hide behind your jokes forever. Gabriele.
Yes. Oh.
Sei dich feigling.
Zeig dich. Feigling.
Oh, smart. Preying on his trauma.
Whoa. Wow. Is it the same bird the little girl was drawing?
Maybe.
Your son is under the influence of a very powerful demon. Removing the boy from this place could be fatal.
That would be so horrifying. Even if I'm not a believer, I'd be like, oh, maybe.
Seriously?
He was in the car accident that killed his father. He saw his father impaled.
Oh, wow.
That'll do a number on you.
Trauma such as you describe can be a gateway for the devil. Suffering can make a soul desperate for connection.
Damn it, but we all have trauma.
We're all possessed.
I have so much trauma. Why does the devil never come for me? What did I do?
Got to get a little bit more trauma because it's just not right at the cutoff point.
Henry?
Now maybe should have given the daughter a heads up.
You should have had this conversation with the both of them.
Amy, I'm in hell.
Mommy's with the maggots now.
Amy, honey, it's Dad.
That is evil.
You're all going to die.
Damn. That was swift.
What prayer do you know that you could say over and over, even under pressure?
The Hail Mary. But if it is under pressure, I would prefer to say it in Spanish.
That's fine. Your job is to pray.
I don't think it matter to God what language it is.
Do not respond to anything he says or does. Your job is to be implacable. You know any jokes?
No.
You should learn some. The devil does not like jokes.
And I need you to open for me. Work out a tight 5.
How did Captain Hook die, Satan?
What do you call a black guy flying an airplane?
He looks a little scared. Gabe, you ran out on me last time. Like the coward you are. Soldier boy.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Know what I'm going to do to you, Gabriele. I'm going to you.
Yeah.
And you'll hate yourself for the release you feel when I you.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's hardcore shit.
I do like how it's an actual, we're entering the ring with him.
Yeah. Yeah, ding,
Let's
ding.
go. Let's try to exercise me.
And ascension of our Lord Jesus Christ, by the descent of the Holy Spirit,
He's feigning.
the coming of our Lord for judgment. To tell me
Come on, buddy. Keep going.
to the letter, I who am a minister of God, despite my unworthiness.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, hey.
Your sins will seek you out.
Oh, no.
My sins have been forgiven.
In order for him to beat this guy, he's got to beat his own sins.
That's right. Release the trauma.
Why didn't you believe me?
Your soul rests in peace.
My soul rots in hell.
Wowie.
Yep. Some cool visuals here.
Yeah, nice match cutting.
This looks like a fun set.
How touching. Is that all you got? And how about you, panty sniffer?
Oh, that's a real sin.
Stood before your congregation like you're better than them. When you're f***ing their daughters.
Oh my God.
Wow, man.
Shut up. Thomas, do not speak to it.
It's okay, we will cover this up later. Yeah. That's what we do best.
We'll move you to a new diocese
We're better
later.
at that than this.
Yeah.
You took the bait. Your holy church will crumble from the inside.
Wowie. He's met his match.
That must have been so fun for that boy.
All I can think throughout that scene is what a fun day on set.
I do have a hard time just getting immersed into the performance. It's not really his fault. There's just something about it where I'm very much aware of watching a child actor do this right now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't fault the kid for that.
One, it's eerie to hear the adult voice, but it's always going to be like, oh, they looped it in.
Yeah. It's a voice. It feels like a voiceover. And
Yeah.
a kid matching it. Yeah. Whereas, you take Reagan from Exorcist, that sounds like it's really coming from within her.
Yeah, and they just manipulated the audio track.
A promise was made. She wanted me to leave the priesthood.
Oh, it was a lover.
Yes.
That's different.
They're proverbial daughters of...
They changed the
of
true
adult age.
story, so he's more like...
Taz. Right. How do we make this guy a hero? It's for love.
Who is Rosaria?
Whoa, who's having confession here?
Girl that I should have helped. It can sense our guilt, and it uses it against us as a distraction.
Well, you better grieve fast.
Get some closure.
We need to find out the name of this demon. Knowing its name, it weakens them.
An investigative exorcism.
I have marked this page for you. No, not.
It is in Latin.
Close enough to Spanish. Prayer has more power in Latin.
Sure. It's the root of so many languages.
The seal of the Vatican.
Oh, the Pope's vacation house.
You'd think they would have been given a heads up about this. Upside down cross. Here we go. Here we go. You can now do that at haunted attractions, no problem.
Oh, yeah. Try it yourself.
Hey, someone needs to die.
Yeah.
I hope it's him.
Someone needs to be pinned against a wall and thrown across the room and levitated, killed on the ceiling.
I just would not be sleeping alone.
Yeah, I would be like with mom at the very least at all times. Yep.
No one's getting out of here alive.
Mike Tyson is my name.
This guy's a dumbass.
Oh, wow. It's like a poltergeist movie with her. She just wants to be confined, you know?
Creepy.
Whoa.
Damn, she'd be sinking into the bed.
What? Such a crazy true story.
Let's see what secrets you're hiding.
It's a lot more of a funhouse movie than I expected.
I mean, it definitely feels like it. Whoa. Wants to be a Conjuring kind of movie.
Go!
Damn. That's wild.
Whoa. This looks like it would have been a really fun set. I mean, they should go stay somewhere else.
Yeah, they should absolutely go to a hotel. Go back to America.
Your dad left us this place.
Yes.
We're not going anywhere.
For his memory, we stay here.
It's one of her nails.
Whoa.
I'm so curious to know what this director has done before.
Yeah.
Everything is redacted.
Oh, we're at the midpoint.
Oh. Yeah, where's that phone call? Call him up.
I think we're at the exact middle of
Yeah. You know your screenwriting structure, boy.
The devil is the great deceiver. He can make you see things from your past. If you do not believe me, just ask my friend.
Whoa.
Plays just like if Jack Nicholson played.
In the history of the church.
And they are
the victims. The ones who would not convert.
As above, so below.
Feels like whenever they light any kind of match, it's a big fire.
Yeah. Someone's across the set with a big old lamp to shine on.
2 cross keys. A little gas. A little sofa. So no smoking, huh?
Brimstone.
It's a door. Push with me.
Whoa. Damn. Iron Maiden. Excellent.
Hey, this would be really cool to discover.
Yeah.
You know how creepy that would be, but cool. Seal.
Secret note.
The ring of the Cardinal Protector. He was the final hope.
Wow.
It looks like he is a prisoner. The cage is for his own safety. They do this when an exorcism fails.
Whoa.
Egumet vobis scribo, ut vos sortionem passem pro dolor.
I'm a cardinal protector.
Non execratio.
It's locked.
And our friend here must have a key.
It's the ring.
Swallowed it?
In the stomach.
He didn't poop it out when he died? you are gonna get like so many airborne pathogen-based diseases.
Damn, he swallowed all that. That's a huge ass key to swallow.
That's how he died.
How the f do you swallow that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a manat. Satan illa sacranoxke castrum ambit.
And its name is...
Oh, Dio mio.
Is the information just so shocking he's having a heart attack?
Yeah. One last bit of excitement.
Useless. Useless man over here.
Never gonna make that call.
This movie really does lack atmosphere, though.
It's got all the sets for it and the lighting for it.
Lacks mood and atmosphere.
Yeah.
Significantly. That is greatly elevated by performances.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's really good.
We are getting closer to hell.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Getting warmer.
Descend. Whoa.
Now there's a real Iron Maiden.
See, if I'm going to hide all this, I would build it on, like, I'd build a really small house on top of it all.
Not a cathedral, and not like a diocese castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell it.
Tell who?
Gabriele.
Uh-oh.
Amorth?
He's off the
What
force.
trouble has he got us into this time?
Whoa.
Ew.
That's why we need the old guard vanquished from this place.
One of the greatest exorcists of all time.
No shit.
God, everyone's just swallowing stuff today.
The Exorcist himself died.
His journal. I was summoned to the town of Segovia, a possessed monk, in the year of our Lord 1475.
The Sokovia Accords.
1475. Damn.
He answered me from the mouth of another, and then a third. Multiple possessions.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yes.
I hope young priest dies here soon.
Oh, he's marked.
Yeah. The exorcist becomes possessed himself. Everything that happens after this is the work of the devil.
Woof.
Centuries of persecution and torture, all started by the friar and done in the name of God, by the devil.
That is a great trick.
There's so much information.
Amy? Henry.
It's okay, Mommy.
Whoa.
Henry's okay.
I just need your sister for a minute, Amy.
Can you forgive me, Mom?
Damn, he's got that face down.
Yeah. With his no eyebrow having ass.
This demon, he was trying to find them, to raise an army and destroy the church.
A legion.
Oh my God. There's a bigger plan at hand here.
Yes, the whole franchise worth. Whoa.
Oh my God, you caused her to somersault.
Yeah. Jeez.
Watch me, Mommy. Watch me.
Watch me. No hands.
Oh! You can murder the girl in front of him.
Exorcist style.
The king of hell.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Satanas. Lucifer. Woo-hoo. Do it. Oh, jeez. When you go that deep, are you like injecting into their windpipe? Like,
damn, look at this. Looks like the mummy.
Yeah.
We have his name.
I commit it to memory. Octopus. Species.
Mother. Mother. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
It didn't mean me. It wants you.
Yeah,
This demon feeds on exorcists.
This whole thing.
I thought we knew that like an hour ago.
That's the whole reason why you're here.
What greater victory for the devil than to claim the soul of the Pope's exorcist?
The title.
So we have what we need to beat it. And to save the child.
Asmodeus.
Hey.
We win.
Ah, you guys got me. Oh, I'm out of here. So long, kid. He's like Rumpelstiltskin.
1942. So many of my friends would die to German bullets. Why them? And not me.
I committed the mortal sin of not getting shot.
My life had been spared. It was my responsibility to give it purpose. And in my case...
It's the bird.
The bird she was drawing and he vomited is all connected.
But when it mattered, I failed. I did not help her. I did not believe her.
You should have. She's hot.
Yeah. It's the first thing.
At night, the devil with me.
What does this devil look like?
How big is the
Was I good?
I was an exorcist. The mentally disturbed is not my job. But that all changed because of her.
Oh, at least she flipped.
Yeah. Upside down cross dive. Swan dive.
Of the sexual abuse they cover up within the walls of the Vatican City. With the innocent girl.
Looks like wings.
Yeah.
It's time to lay down that burden. I absolve you of your sins. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Let's go kick this demon's ass.
Yeah.
I give you the miraculous medal. Holy fire insurance.
This movie's so theatrical.
Yeah.
Everything just feels like a set.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't quite look real to me.
And the wides are very kind of like workman-like. Whoa.
Diddy Bear is sold to you, Thomas. Like your little old bag of breasts.
Ha ha ha.
Now the voice sounds a lot more natural.
Yeah. Now that he's all built up.
With his twisted face.
Confessing to your God, Gabe.
Give us this day.
Shouldn't you be confessing to her?
Wowie.
You are all in my mind.
I burn in hell because of you!
What a neat visual.
You are only in my mind.
Why is he talking to that girl on the ceiling?
Get her off of there.
Yeah, help her.
Tell me to get on my knees and say my prayers.
Oh, dude.
Was
You
that your
chose
guys'
God over
roleplay?
that?
Dude, you got a lot of resolve, man.
Come on, man. What is your problem?
Flee from the light of God! See deep beneath God!
Get out of my house!
This is the house of God!
Yeah.
Your son is gone. They shall burn and rot in hell.
Damn, his face is really mangled.
Yeah.
Looks like an orc.
He does. Like a little goblin.
And here you will remain, damned forever.
To crush Satan's skull!
I am Asmodeus.
Oh. He said his own name.
Bounded by thy power, they may pursue the evil spirit. Encounter them on every side. Resist their bold attacks.
Damn, they're doing English now. Whoa, whoa.
Sweet sauce. See, when they do shit like that, the demons, are they like dislocating his jaw? Are they permanently damaging him, or is this something in
like his
the perception of everyone else?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Henry, I love you.
Go to him.
Henry, come back to me. Henry, please. Come to me.
That was a good effect.
You must resist.
I can't.
You must resist.
Whoa.
Oh, this kid is falling apart. He's still breathing. Not here.
He's like emaciated.
God.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Hitting them both.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Evil Dead.
Let's go. Spider walk. Start eating some glass.
Oh, how are they so good at climbing walls?
I
They're
don't
always
know.
so good.
Every demon was a rock climber.
They all did parkour in some way.
Yeah.
Do a flip.
I want
No.
Wowie.
Surrender yourself to me.
Wow.
Man, they keep smashing mommy through shit.
A lot of big old stunts in this movie.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I feel like this
Coxter.
director has an action movie background.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, the action is the stuff that punches the hardest and feels the most like engaged.
You're all gonna die.
Please.
Amy's gone. Julia.
Bum bum. Good music.
Ow. Someone come bless this bathwater they're in.
It's me you want. Let the children go. They all suffer because of you. Say the words, piggy.
Say the words, piggy. Ugh.
Oh wow, you got out of those easily.
Be the master you dreamed of being. Ooh. Be my piggy.
Good makeup on the kid.
Yeah. That is disgusting.
Looks monstrous.
Wow.
Oh, dude, how's he gonna get out of this one?
This is cool.
Oh, what have you done?
He took the demon in.
Yeah, I want to see how this plays.
Take the cross from my hand. Take it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Henry, you came back to me. You're safe now.
For now.
Get them out of here.
Go. Hey, Julia, we have to go. Please, let's go.
Is he just like containing it right now?
Yeah, I guess. He's just like fighting it till they can get out.
Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine.
Flawless victory. Whoa. Huh. Not so hot now, are ya?
No. Oh, the army's going to work.
You would sacrifice yourself to save those children, and now you are mine.
Oh, fight it. Eat a Bible. Drink a gallon of holy water.
Go.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father, for you have sinned.
And that's the last we ever see of them.
Yep.
You will not take me.
You frightful fool.
Forgive me, Lord.
It's gonna keep him alive.
I need my pig to get me inside the Vatican, Gabe.
I enjoy the personality of this demon.
He's got a big old game plan, too. He's got big goals.
I would have just jumped out the window if that was your goal.
And he goes right back to not talking ever again.
Impale the mom.
Yeah. I'd bring it full circle.
Damn us both to hell.
Oh.
Say what?
Mother Mary? Oh, damn.
Oh, they did it.
Oh.
That's mean.
Still torturing him with this one piece of trauma.
This movie is so goofy.
Yeah.
He's gone, your friend. It would be my great pleasure to excoriate your soul.
Good vocab.
Fight it. It is just in your head.
He is not here. The little piggy is slopping at hell's trough, where he belongs.
I love that Russell Crowe committed to this.
I know.
Pray with me.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. True magic.
Where two of you gather. In my name.
Oh.
Lord have mercy. Say it. Lord have mercy.
Say it in Latin.
God is with you, Gabriele. Find him.
Levitate. Yep.
Yes.
Obligatory levitate.
Check.
Saudi oratione men.
Intendi verbis oris me.
Et
Ecce Deus, est auxiliator meus.
Give up. He's mine.
Asmodeus! Jesus of Nazareth, command you!
It's like Doctor Strange magic.
I adjure you in his name!
Whoa, money shot.
Say it!
No!
Knock it off.
We're not done yet.
Does sound like a video game character.
Yeah.
I will take you both.
Nice. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, no. Sexy.
That's somebody's kink. Bless the water.
Your sins will seek you out.
Come on! Use the nether! Grant me the power!
Yeah. Get that righteous holy steel.
Did not expect that. We need more of that in this movie.
Yeah.
Gabriele!
The wild kill.
Asmodeus, in the name of the Holy Mother, see me beneath God.
So it really got brought to life, these people?
I guess. Whoa.
Pray the final rite.
Did they add like a camera flash charge sound to that cross beat?
And of the Holy Spirit. See me beneath God.
Wow. Woo.
Dope. Cool. Look, that's some good 2000s supernatural horror right there.
Yeah.
Some Ghost Rider action.
Got dragged to hell.
So they beat it.
For now. The devil's always out there.
What they do that was so different? There were two of them?
I guess. It was time for them to be vanquished. So.
Bless you, Thomas. You learned the Latin.
That's why.
That's why.
That's
Latin
all
is
it
powerful.
Allora.
Whiskey.
Praise be to God.
Both priests died shortly after this event.
Moments later due to heavy bodily trauma, internal bleeding, and otherwise.
The congregation has requested a full report.
So Cardinal Sullivan can tell me again that evil only exists in my imagination.
Cardinal Sullivan has taken a sabbatical in the Isle of Guam.
And everyone who thinks like him as well.
See thee beneath God.
Take shot. Audience.
This editing is so weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
The Vatican has purchased the abbey from the Vasquez family and reconsecrated the soil. The family has safely relocated back to the U.S., where the boy made a full recovery.
And had no trauma whatsoever.
Asmodeus has been defeated, but there are many more to be found. Soon we will know all of the other 199 sites on Earth.
They doing world
They're
building.
setting it up. Got
Feels
200
like
sequels coming.
His Mummy franchise didn't pan out, so he's doing this.
I just need a horror franchise, please.
More than a lifetime's work for one priest. But two priests?
Oh my God, they should do a priest-cinematic universe.
An ensemble of priests.
Let's go to work.
Yeah.
Let's go to hell.
That's right on, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go.
This movie is something, man.
Wow. 2016. I gotta get some of
Wrote
his
many
books.
books.
The books
Books
are
are good.
good. Ah. What a rousing true story. Julius Avery. I've heard that name before, but I might be getting it confused.
It is based on two of his books.
And they were good. Good books.
Like, must be full of nothing but horror cliches.
Yeah. The pulp novelist, Father Gabriele. I mean, if this is anywhere near what he's writing about, I mean, it's pretty much what you got to look forward to. This was like if The Conjuring decided that the family wasn't really that important.
I know. All that
Franco Nero,
all
there
that
you go.
stuff they set up with the family to have a whole little grievance arc tale Just like, we're driving off.
Nope, we're leaving.
It's the end of it.
We're done. This movie
There's
can't be
no
3
real
hours long.
resolution with us.
Yep.
See ya.
Give every character beat to Russell Crowe.
And set him up for sequels.
Yeah. 2 priests can get it done.
Wow, that was so cheesy. And then when it wasn't, it was kind of boring.
Yeah. It had a salvaging amount of cheese and some pretty, punchy jump scare and gore like when it descends into being the kind of movie you expect it to be, like it's decent at doing that. But Russell Crowe especially just ties the entire thing together.
Oh, dude, it was made in conjunction with TSG Entertainment.
Oh, the best.
All right. The Pope's Exorcist. Come on. What? This has a 47% Rotten Tomatoes score, 81% audience score.
That's right. Which one is the correct score?
I want to see what this director did. Julius Avery. He did Overlord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have thrown it out. I thought that was him. Yeah.
His whole direction just felt like an action movie director.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, Overlord.
Oh, he is Samaritan. Is that the
definitely.
Stallone movie? Yeah, the Samaritan.
So action, horror, period.
Robert Redford movie? No, Ewan McGregor movie. Okay.
My.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Overlord's
a lot of sense.
great.
Overlord.
Yeah, this felt like it felt like an action movie director.
Yeah.
But no, I felt like it was a bit at odds with this. I'm like, is this self-aware or is it completely not self-aware?
Yeah, right. What are you trying to do, and are you succeeding or not?
Yeah.
Or are you succeeding in spite of yourself?
Because then it has like the rock and roll music. It has like the tag at the end of like, the books are good. And then it's got this like cinematic universe or franchise sequels set up at the end.
Yeah, they've got their whole prodigium right there. They've got their whole base of operations.
But no, it was like nothing but trope central.
Yes.
Nothing but. Whereas you take something like Overlord, which has a lot of familiarity with its setup and its premise, but it had a very unique way of going about it that was actually filled with tension and genuine excitement, where this was nothing but, it was like literally nothing but tropes with a couple of moments that were like, ooh, cool. I like the makeup. This is a fun looking set.
Yeah. A lot of interesting locations.
There's an interesting intention here with Priest overcoming his own traumas in order to defeat him. When they were doing the whole exposition dump about like what's underneath his house, Conquistador, all that stuff, when they were doing all that, it just like they wouldn't just stop dogpiling the information, and I was just checking out. I was like, I'm starting to lose sight of this because I'm a little bored.
What do you mean?
It was so bored, just like it was just explaining for so fucking long. It was would it stop?
Like being read a book.
Yeah, yes, it was so boring there, and. That's what I mean when it started like get serious and he's doing his confession. And while I think Russell Crowe really elevates this, and like Alex Essoe is great as well, the other priest guy is good too. Yeah. It just didn't really. I just found myself. I started off having fun with it, and then I found myself getting bored with it. And then the finale started bringing me back around a little bit more. But no, like I just kept waiting for something to give me some unique, something that was unique. But man, it was like a whole bunch of different movies.
Yeah.
And every single trope, and you could predict lines. When you could get to the point where you could predict lines, you got a real problem on your hands.
Sure.
Yeah, and they dropped the whole premise of the family as well with the.
I couldn't tell if they never wrote that stuff or if that stuff was removed just so that this wouldn't be like so long that it becomes actually tedious.
So long? What do you mean? They just needed to have like a little button of them overcoming the grief. Them coming to just like add 5 minutes on it here just to fucking have a little resolution.
Well, yeah, I guess throughout the movie, it's like you meet them. I don't know. You feel like, again, The Conjuring is like a very solid touchstone for something like this, or The Nun, I guess, is more apt because, yeah, it's like
Feels
you're
like
meeting.
The Conjuring meets The Nun.
Yeah, totally. And it's like you're going to meet your family, who's going to be the heart of the movie, and then you're going to meet the people who, you're going to meet your Warrens or whoever your figure of safety and authority and your chance to stop this. And those are going to be kind of the two centers of everything. And I feel like we ultimately got to know the other priest a lot better than we got to know anyone in the family, because once they set up that dad's dead and there's the trauma and they have the inheritance and the boy was in the car crash, like you don't learn anything about them.
They're also a very cliche set of characters.
They are, yeah. And they don't feel like anybody thought about them, aside from the actors, like beyond that point. So it's like you have the family, you have the mom and daughter only there to spark set pieces.
And it seemed like the movie wasn't doing that at first.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was going to be about the relationship between Russell Crowe and her in some way.
Yeah, it seemed like it was gonna. It seemed like it wanted to do some kind of elevated, character-based, sad story about this family, grieving and overcoming that, and this is all kind of a metaphor for that. And it sets up like early on, we were joking about like, oh, that's gonna be a theme, like love. And it's like, yeah, the mother's love thing like comes back, but it's not like a big, tied around, element of the character's growth through the story. It's just like, oh, hey, we got an opening window. Just remind him you're his mom real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it feels like all that stuff could have been happening off screen, but it doesn't feel like they really cared to do much of any of that, which just makes those scenes feel kind of odd because, again, everybody's putting in so much. Everyone's really showing up and, bringing the performances, and yet they feel like they're kind of left to flail.
Yeah. Yeah. Music was fine. It just and the look of the movie just really needed some type of mood. It needed some type of mood and atmosphere. It was lacking in that so much, and I think that would have really helped propel that. Like, because the editing was kind of like gnarly to me. It just wouldn't stop cutting around. I thought that the uniqueness came in the form of who our main character is.
Yeah.
Of this kind of badass exorcist pope and priest, this badass exorcist who's got kind of plays by his own rules, rugged personality. He's like that.
What you think of?
He's that cool cop, and he's working with the rookie cop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, totally. He's got friction from the chief.
It's
it's
a cop movie. It is. It's essentially a cop movie with this guy.
New hotshot transferred in from the metropolitan city.
He's
traumatized
by his past case, and he fucked up his past case. And this is redemption.
Yeah, totally.
And it was some woman too. It's like a film noir thing.
Yeah.
It's very much that, and his character is the main thing that is unique here, because it could have been just a very cliche thing, and even when I saw like a little bit of the trailer, I thought that's what it was going to be from Russell Crowe. But I thought he brought a lot of life to it, and he is easily the best part of this movie. He's like 1,000% the best part, and he was very committed, and he never seemed like he was laughing at what he was in. Surprisingly, he actually found like the exact right mood and pitch for this, to the point where I'm like, he's having fun. Same time, he doesn't seem like he is.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, it doesn't. At the same time, it doesn't seem like he's just cashing a check. He actually feels like he really brought a character to life here.
I'd be so fascinated to know, like, was he like the first person to sign on? Like, how did all these other people, like, because this is got a decent casting. You got Franco Nero in here too. Like, who signed on first to get the amount of talent that they had at their disposal that does it? Yeah, it's like you see the ultimate thing, and you're like, really? All these people came together for this script? This is the movie they all were like, nah, we gotta pack this thing.
Well, even Alex Essoe, who's in like some very phenomenal pieces of. I mean, her like she's mainly in horror.
Yeah,
and
she's like she's carried movies in the past. Yeah.
But even like the TV show she's on now. You know, like she's in Bly Manor. She's in Midnight Mass, and she's been in like a ton of movies as well.
Well, you see her and you expect her to have like a juicy character.
Yeah, she's really giving it her all, and she's doing a great job with what she's given, as expected from a solid performer like her. And isn't she in also Dr. Sleep? No, am I wrong about that?
I would have to double check it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
And I'm pretty sure she's
the
in
kind of
Flanagan. She's one of Flanagan's actors.
Yeah. The Flanagan.
Yeah, yeah, and And yeah, I thought that there's no way around it. It's just nothing but cliches, all right. Like,
Well, yeah, and the thing
it
is,
doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel lived in. Like everything felt like a set. And the worst part is it kind of just runs through the gambit of cliches too, without ever trying to strike some type of tension through it. It's like the biggest example is the first time the cross is going upside down, and then it pans down to Alex Essoe. It's just like, just throw it in there. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just move it in there. And then, yeah, you're right. Like, some of the stunt work's really well done. So the makeup looks really good.
All the technical, like the sets are good. The costuming is good. The actors and the effects and the CG and
I would say the sets definitely. It always felt like I was looking at a set.
But I think the problem is something about the way it is captured and edited and perhaps directed doesn't bolster all those things together into a synthesized whole. It just feels like you got a bunch of excellent resources that I wasn't ever able to fully lose myself into. Like, it's luckily fun. And it's like part of the thing about Overlord is tropes, though that movie has, it embraces its B-moviness, its schlockness, and I feel like this is maybe torn between, I don't know, in the age of The Conjuring, I feel like we shouldn't be teetering on this edge, but like I see the imagery and the marketing and stuff, and I think like, okay, this is going to be like a more restrained Russell Crowe. It's going to be a bit more dramatic and a bit more elevated, to use the term everyone hates. And then you get inside and you're like, oh no, this is much more of a fun house. And I feel like they should have then perhaps embraced that further, because I could feel moments where it's like, no, we want to make this like a serious drama film, except we're not going to do any of that kind of pacing or scene work, and we're not going to flesh much of anything out. And so, yeah, it kind of flails in the middle between being something that is a bit more hefty and dramatic and based on a true story versus something that is just wild and giving you the indulgence. It's like, this does have like the blasphemy that you want, I think, out of any Exorcist movie, and I think oftentimes with people dog the based on a true story. You look at something like The Conjuring, but I think that's kind of what people want, is like, you want the movie to go nuts. You know, you want the movie to make you wonder if it's real and then go crazy with it. And this movie never really gives you the time to be like, could it really just be the psychology thing? Could it just be all in these people's heads? You know, before you get to the point where like things are flying around, and like the second they move into the house, you're like, nope, something completely supernatural is happening. I know it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a great setup. The setup with the priest character, with Russell Crowe's Gabriel. That was a great setup.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel like the whole movie is kind of a metaphor for like the first time you see the diocese, the house they're moving into. It's like you get this huge place with like a freaking catacombs, and like you cut down there at one point, and I'm like, this is part of the house, right? Like it breezes so quickly through that. There's no like real moment to like walk in, take in the space, set everything up, establish that atmosphere. And I feel like that, you know, introduction to the setting of the movie to this house is also kind of a good analogy for the rest of the movie. It's like once you walk in, you're just kind of going, and you're never really taking a moment to drink anything in or sit with an idea or, you know, feel the impact of what these guys are going through. And I feel like, you know, especially a lot of people have religious backgrounds, that this stuff, you don't have to go as crazy, or you can, you know, entertain the, you know, intellectual sides at least a little bit, because a lot of people struggle with those aspects of faith and superstition and whatnot. It's like, I don't think you need to make this like a full-on cinema film, but I feel like some of those instincts could have helped, or just going, full schlock or something like that.
Yeah, and that's what I meant when I first said at the top that it's at a crossroads with itself.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I lost sight of whether or not this is actually self-aware. Because at first I thought it was like a rock and roll playlist, you know.
And they do that motif twice, and then they don't really come back to it.
But then it seems like, no, they want to take this serious.
Yeah. And it's like they want you to.
When it gets to that point, I started really checking out, and I just found myself less interested as it went, with a couple of visual flourishes once in a while. Like, whenever it reminded me it was an R-rated movie, I might be a little bit more pulled in for that split second.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of PG-13 movies like this.
Yes.
And this just feels like
This is what the Nun 2 will be.
This is the R-rated veil of it, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Where you can also see the PG-13 version of this because the R-ratedness of it doesn't really pack a punch of until there's a couple of gore moments. The R-ratedness of it just kind of feels, it feels a little cheap with its dialogue of the way they go with the F word, the vulgarity of it. Sometimes it doesn't actually register to me as truly
demonic.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say it feels truly demonic or sinister. It just reads like a screenplay trying hard.
Feels like what a teenager would try and come up with for demon dialogue.
Yeah. And so due to that fact, yeah, I would not. I am not high on this movie.
It's one of those movies.
I saw Essoe up here. I thought, like, oh, maybe, you know,
this is gonna be, this might be better than expected, or something like that, or even more than I expected in some way. But this is one of those ones where like the initial ride is fun, but I don't, and just discovering what weird wavelength this movie is on is fun, but I wouldn't be compelled to be like, add this to your so bad it's good list, or add this to your underrated gems list, or gotta watch this again.
No.
You know, it's like once you've seen it, you get it. There is some neat, like, for particularly demonic horror like this, I think there are some good set pieces and stuff. There are some good images in terms of just like some of the bloody, icky gags. But
Mr. Benefit of the Doubt, I would say that there's nothing here that is actually original.
No, there's not like almost anything except for maybe
entirely derivative.
That analogy of going, okay, buddy cop, but they're priests and it's exorcism. Other than that,
I know they should just lean. They should have just embraced that that's what they were doing, and instead of trying to like sneak it in.
No, totally. Just again, do that thing where it's like we can tell that you're not taking it too seriously behind the camera, but you're playing it straight.
Like lean into this alt genre that you want to be.
Yeah,
you know,
and that will make us more excited for the
super priest man or whatever the fuck you're doing, or make it super priest cop dynamic. Yeah. Really, really commit to it
so that we want to see more of that happen in these potential sequels. Yeah,
I think that would have been way more fun if they're like, when an exorcism case is too
too intense.
This is who you call.
The off the books exorcist.
The priest who doesn't play by the rules or get along with anyone else, but he's kept along because at the end of the day he gets the job done.
No one knows demons like Father Gabriele. Totally.
I think there was a genuinely fun movie that could have been made from this, and they didn't.
And a movie that made you care about anything.
Because even by the time he gets possessed and then it's going through, it's just literally it's just the checklist movie.
Yeah, it's like you can see where all the beats are going, except the one. Like I thought the one guy would get possessed. They did that with the sister instead. But like, you need a heart. I feel like the priests are good, and watching them deal with their vulnerabilities and their traumas is good.
They don't get to know the family,
but they need the family heart.
They needed to get to know the sister and the mom.
Yeah,
like that's where your core of this is. Not really.
What is your relationship together?
These two like stoic priest and reasonably charming priest getting to know each other. It's at the end of the day, you can't relate with those guys.
No, you can't. You need the family to humanize
Unless you're
everything.
a priest watching this, you can't relate with it.
And it seems like they get in there and they're mostly only focused on the movie's intentions and attention is only focused on this demon, not about like the well-being of this family and what their experience is like, and the fact
even the kid that much, even the kid who's possessed.
Like at the end, they're like, and they went home and the kid was fine, and I'm like, well, what is the aftermath?
He doesn't even seem interested in checking in on this kid.
Yeah, like go see them at least, or give us some kind of wrap up. Or early on, they should be like getting to know the family so that they can understand the traumas intimately as well as their relationships, so they can call upon specifics to use to appeal to the boys' humanity. Like, it really, I think, misses out, especially on having. Tone aside, there's no emotional core, so you basically have the appeal of Russell Crowe to hold everything together.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
But it's surface visuals with nothing really underneath it, whether that be something that is genuine, like endearingly fun, or genuinely scary. Yeah. Like there was never really there would be like a moment of like, oh, but there was never an actual scene that was scary. There was never an actual scene that was tense. Never.
You never feel like you're in the room,
in an
like
almost
beholding
2-hour movie. Is there one scene where I'm like, oh, that is an actual scary scene?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's kind of creepy with the Nightmare on Elm Street pulling him into the bed kind of vibe. All right. Neat.
But even that could feel more impactful and more like a nightmare rather than like one of many random things happening at this moment.
No, the whole thing is just a bunch of randomness and like throwing people into
horror
into shit. But even the way it's captured is not done with any sense of like self. I'm talking about the way they use the camera work with this is not done with any type of self-awareness. Like even if it is derivative, you could kind of use a bit of a Phil Lord and Chris Miller touch or an Edgar Wright touch to have some of that self-awareness of what you're doing here, so you can have an energy and like last night in Soho, there's a lot of derivativeness in that, you know, but there is but there's uniqueness to it as well. Like Edgar Wright is actually the perfect example, I think, for this of someone who like knows a genre, really leans into the genre tropes, but then also does a lot of unique things, and that's what this needed was to have that sense of awareness. Or even James Wan, we were saying Conjuring this whole time, but like Malignant kind of does that, you know?
Yeah, totally. and this misses that mark too, because this feel like Malignant is half of an action movie crashed into a horror movie, and this felt like they got a horror movie pack of aesthetics and just directed it like a 90-minute action movie.
Yeah.
Like a 90-minute action comedy.
Yeah. All right. Can you close this out?
Yeah, guys.
But it sparked no I didn't even want to like talk about it. I didn't even want to like talk about it. When it was all said and done, I was like, I want to turn off the camera on board.
Not as great as the sum of its parts, unfortunately. But guys, who's your favorite Exorcist? Have you read any of these books, and are they good? Let us know. And hey, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can learn when another reaction's coming your way. Thank you for joining us, and peace be with you. Vaya con Dios.